Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with another unboxing video, and this is one I've been asked if I would cover, and I've only just got a copy of it myself, and it is Fanfare 1970 to 1997 by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Now this is a box set that has been very expensive to find. I've seen it for up to £800 to £1,000 on eBay. And because it was a limited edition, it was numbered, and it became incredibly collectible. And the thing is, what's happened is in the recent months, without any real fanfare, it re-emerged as a second pressing. BMG have just kind of let it just float out. They put out a video, but with no real push behind it, that it is available once again. And I paid £126, including postage in the UK for this. And I've seen it for, I say that's probably the lowest price. I think I've seen it for 110, but it's around 130 from base.com, 150 from Amazon at the moment. But this is an interesting point, that these box sets can be limited editions, and some of them, like the Madfish Wishbone Ash one, has vanished. And it's got signed prints in, but this wasn't quite like that. There's no signed prints in here, and it just makes you wonder if something makes good money for the label, and they think that there might be another branch of that audience that are interested in it. It's highly possible that they'll do another run. So it's very important, and it's a key thing with this channel, because I've heard recently someone said, "Oh, I bought a copy of a specific box set and it's sealed. I've never opened it in case it becomes really valuable." I don't see music like that. I see music as something that if I buy it and I want it, it's because I'm going to play it. If I don't play it and I just keep it in its cellophane, that's not a music collection to me, that's a museum. And I think there's a subtle difference between that. But I know some of you really want to see what's inside this because you missed out on it first time round. So is it something that you need? You can see probably just here that I've got quite a bit of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And I've recently done the review for the live box set, which I absolutely adore. And so let's have a look inside and you can see what's in it. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Fanfare 1970 to 1997. The box isn't as deep as some of these other huge career spanning box sets, which has a little bit of an issue, which you'll see when I take it apart, but it's a very, very luxurious box. And the sticker on the outside, before I took it apart, celebrates the 50th anniversary of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. CDs with original classic albums, times 11, previous release Gatefold 3 LP live album from Italy. There are 5 CD live albums that never been released before, and there's a Blu-ray with 5.1 surround sound mixes times 4, 2 singles, 40-page hardback book, and 2 programs and a badge. So let's have a look inside. The lid comes off as smoothly as an iPhone box from Apple. Seriously, it's very well put together. So the first thing you find is this media pack, which I'll just empty in front of you, and this is just coming out in the order that it's coming out in. So the first thing we have is the World Tour 1992 program, and I think this is a nice touch. You've heard me mention this before, but fans love this. Whether you're someone that was there at the time, you went to the gig, or you were just, you know, this was the music going on in the background of your life, or whether you're new to the band, you know, you've just discovered this band because you've been streaming various stuff online and you've come across them, it still gives you an insight to what all the fuss was about, and also the kind of design, etc., for, you know, rock merchandise from that period. There's Carl Palmer, and there's also a family tree, and then live shots from their career. And this was also promoting the Atlantic Years compilation album, which was about to appear. But that was the Black Moon tour from 1992. What you also get here is a Lucky Man and knife edge vinyl single on Manticore. I think it's probably normal kind of vinyl pressing. I'm saying that because sometimes these singles, they put them on 180, 200 gram vinyl and they feel really, really weird, but this one feels more authentic. And this is a single I bought actually at the time, so it's nice to get a brand new version of Fanfare of the Common Man with the B-side of Brain Salad Surgery. Also in here is from 1970 is a poster which I shall bring up now for you to see on the screen, which showed the band promoting their first album, saying it was an immediate smash and it hasn't left the charts since. Then we have the 1974 tour program, which is a different size, and this is based on what it was really like. You can't imagine how big this band was at this time. So it's mainly photographs, and then of course you've got a bit of bios from each of the band and showing the albums that were around at the time. Brain Salad Surgery being the one they were promoting, and other music advert at the back for other bands on the Manticore label. Tapes and cassettes also available. This next one isn't a program, but was actually a booklet that you could find in the original pressing of the album Trilogy, which came in a gatefold sleeve. And so the only difference is the one from the vinyl, original vinyl album, came with a little red bow in the corner, but this is an exact replica apart from that. And you've got basically some clippings there of reviews from the time. And this bit reminds me of the gatefold sleeve and Who Do We Think We Are by Deep Purple, with people saying what they, kind of fans saying what they thought of the band. It's amazing to see people aged 22, 23 and 14 and a half getting into this band, because the music was so sophisticated then. Now you see people aged in their 50s, 60s and their 20s really appreciating what Emerson, Lake and Palmer were all about. Next in the box is the book. And this is a nice sturdy hardback book, which you expect with these kind of box sets. And again, I'll do my best to go through this so you get a feel for it if you're going to come off the fence and go for a copy of this. And like a lot of these things, a lot of thought's gone into it. The quality of the paper, the photographs is excellent. You know, the only one of these I've seen where I think they dropped the ball was the Uriah Heep one. But this one is really good. And the fact that they've reprinted it and they haven't cut any corners to see if they could recoup any more money. This is really, really good. It goes through each album and the band were involved. And the photographs are great, many of which I'd not seen. And then you've got singles gallery, lots of international singles from the time, from right around the world. More nice photographs, and then we're out. But if you're new to the band or you're someone that knows the band, this is just this kind of thing just brings you closer to the music. The whole ethos of people used to say sitting down with a vinyl album and having something to read. These box sets do that and more. They really, really do. Next is only available in this box set. It's never been put on CD, and even with the new CD live box set, it still isn't there. So they've kept their word here. This is Live in Italy, Rome and Milan, 1973. A triple vinyl album on 180 gram vinyl itself. Fantastic pressings and absolutely superb concert as well. You know, really, really great pressings, absolutely super stuff. And that's a triple album, only available in this box set. And you can see here, side one is Tarkus. I said before, is it possible to have too many versions of Tarkus? No. And then you've got Carnival, side 3, Still Turn Me On, Lucky Man, side 4. and you've got and then side 5 and side 6, absolutely superb stuff. And then we come to the only part of the box set which doesn't quite work. Taking aside the little badge, which is very nice, is the fact that because the box is quite shallow, and most box sets like this have a little ribbon or sleeve so to keep the disc together. In this, they don't quite sit properly, so they do fall about a bit. The other thing is they're not in gatefold sleeves, as many were, so that's a compromise, if you like, but they're not bad, and they're not, this is exactly how I've got them in the box, so they're not quite in order. So you've got Trilogy, Brain Salad Surgery. They have replicated the Manticore labels, by the way, and the back of the sleeves are as close as they can be. The first one, Tarkus, which was a gatefold, but it's not here, but again, you're getting a lot of stuff for your money. And then this is the most recent one, where the box set goes up to, really, for Studio Albums, In the Hot Seat, which is an album I hadn't got. Then we've got a Blu-ray disc. I say this is the exact order I found them in the box, which features Emerson, Lake and Palmer, the first album, 2012 remix, and a 5.1 surround sound by Steven Wilson. Tarkus, Steven Wilson remix and 5.1 surround. Trilogy, which is not by Steven Wilson, but I've got this as a separate disc and it's really, really good. 5.1 sound, new remix, and Brain Salad Surgery, 5.1 surround and remix. Then we've got Works, single sleeve, Black Moon, and Love Beach, which of course most people try and pretend it never happened, but it's useful to have it here, isn't it? And we've got Picture and Exhibition. There's no extra tracks on these, and then Works is in a gatefold sleeve because obviously it's a double disc, so they haven't, you know, so there's no compromise. They're not trying to merge things together. It is on 2 CDs, and that's exactly the same with Welcome Back, My Friends, to the Show That Never Ends, which is a live triple album. It's on 2 CDs here. And then we've got the other stuff that collectors will want to know about, and this is live Waterloo concert in the USA, 31st of July 1992. So this is exclusive to this box, and still is. They've got live in Birmingham, 1992. This was the Black Moon tour, 27th of November. And again, exclusive to this box. 1997, the 2nd July in Paris. Again, exclusive to this box. Then at the BBC, and this features the Old Grey Whistle Test from 1979, which is presented by Bob Harris, and that features from the Works tour, which is available elsewhere, and Pop Goes Summer 1993. That's really good. And then the final disc in this set is from 1972 USA, live at the Ponaco International Raceway, and that's again exclusive to this disc, this box set even. So that is Fanfare, and I had all the studio albums apart from the last one, which came after Black Moon, but I still feel that for me this was well worth it, with all the memorabilia, the live stuff, and feeling more part of the band. So that's Fanfare, the Emerson, Lake and Palmer box set that vanished, became very expensive and hard to find, and has now re-emerged out of the mists of Collectorsville. But this is for fans, as I said at the start. This is you buying this because you love the music. And this is the thing I mentioned before, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I almost feel as if the audience was too young to appreciate what was going on. I was certainly in that camp. There was so much music around at that time. And when you listen to the stuff now and you realise the proficiency and the absolute skill that these 3 musicians and the music they created, I think for my age group at the time, just flew over my head as I chased the power chord and the heavy metal guitar solo. But now I feel the way that, especially for younger people, where you stream everything and you can cross-reference things, and Spotify will say, if you like this, you might like this. There's so many roads now leading to Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and they are now being, I think, appreciated more than they ever were at the time. And maybe that's why this box set probably sold far more or faster than BMG probably thought was possible, and which is why it's come out again. So I think if you're a fan of prog, class music, if you're into rock music, classical music, whatever you're into, this is an essential part of our heritage. This is, in a way, modern classical music. There is plenty in here to enjoy, and I think that the what you get in this box set will give you hours and hours of pleasure, and just mooching through it and just re-immersing yourself with the memorabilia and getting to know the band from the photographs in the book makes this a beautiful package, a piece of art. As you know, I call my music collection my art collection. And I think it is. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for supporting and subscribing and being here with Now Spinning. I really appreciate it. I know I say that a lot, but I really, really do. Please click that little bell thing. Tell everyone you know, and I shall see you on my next video.